Hello, fellow Hyruleans! I am your guide, the Hyrule Historian, and welcome back to the Pirates of Hyrule and Phantom Ganon's Chest, where today we are going to make sure we can get rid of the curse of the Forsaken Fortress, and where we can actually fight against Phantom Ganon, and see what's in that chest of his. However, within the last episode, we went through the Tower of the Gods, which turned out to be the Wind Temple. Yeah, so we pretty much have to help Makar, or Little Green, to make it through this amazing temple, which is probably one of the temples that has a lot of backtracking. But instead of sailing the seas to the Forsaken Fortress, I thought we should just go ahead and try out the magic pots, since the pots within the dungeons, they allow us to teleport to the different temples, and we haven't had a chance to use them any. And I mean, it's just a few rooms away. We don't really have to take care of Makar anymore, since this is his temple now, and everybody must take care of Green. Everybody must plant a new tree, and everybody needs to get rid of any statues. And on the other hand, we must make the place much nicer and get rid of these exploding statues. And I mean, if they have bombs in them, that probably explains why they're exploding. But still, we're going to be heading to the Forsaken Fortress, and these are the magic pots that we have not been able to use yet. And we're just going to go ahead and say goodbye to our friend there, because, you know, he can chill out. And it's that simple. We are already about to be facing off with Phantom Ganon. It's just having to get rid of these mice. It's much harder to get rid of exploding mice than it looks. So, in the last episode, we actually ended up getting the fire and ice arrows, so that's going to allow us to make our way through the Earth Temple. And on top of this, we will be going through the Forbidden Woods today. Since there's not much to do in the Forsaken Fortress, the only path that was blocked was because of Phantom Ganon. And it seemed like we needed the Master Sword to actually harm him. The only way to actually hurt him was to use this bottle here. But from there, we could not do anything. The hammer doesn't hurt him, so we ended up finding the Master Sword within the temple. I'm actually gonna... Nope. I'm so used to pulling out the bottle, or my main item on B. Have to go ahead and switch that, or else I'm going to be pulling out the hammer each time. And actually, we would have gotten the hammer from this battle, and that was a cheap shot there. But it's a rematch of the century. This is pretty much how it would go within Ocarina of Time. But we may seem that we have defeated him, but in the long run, he was only slightly damaged. That is because the Master Sword here is not fully charged. And what is within Phantom Ganon's chest? I predicted it would have been the Master Sword piece. So let's find out. It may actually help if we was on the correct side. So... Yep, this is seeming exactly how I predicted. So yeah, I don't know if some of you have noticed this yet, but within each of my intros, I reference something. And yeah, Phantom Ganon's chest. So yeah, Pirates of Hyrule, Phantom Ganon's chest, and Phantom Ganon has a piece of heart. If any of you are familiar with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, you may see the reference there. But we have to go ahead and take these guys down again. And then... Hang on, do we? No, we do not. So we are good. The only one that we have to take down is over there. Yeah, so there's only one more light to take down. And then we will be able to complete the Forbidden Fortress and then head towards the Forsaken Woods. Is this how you get up to the other one? No, that's... Okay. Am I heading towards the right section? Okay, yeah. So it just loops on itself. Friend, please turn up the light. You're blinding everybody. People's trying to sleep. I wonder. I haven't tried this in forever, so I don't know if it's going to work, but there's the Deku Leaf that we have, and there's a ladder on the other side. I really have to rearrange these buttons. Okay. Okay, that's the button I pressed. To the arrows. Here we go. Nope. Not gonna work. Yeah, that's normally a shortcut where you push down a box where you can get up on the ladder really quickly. But we didn't do that the first time we was here, so we are just wasting precious time. If I had the mirror shield, I could reflect those lasers. I think those are the closest thing to the BMOS within, well, no, because the BMOS are actually within the Tower of the Gods, thinking about it. So, speaking of the BMOS, I've actually had to go back and do a little bit of research since I'm bringing back the History of Hyrule Let's Play for Ocarina of Time. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy that. If so, you can also go ahead and catch up on the other ones that I've done a while back, and I'm just needing to get back around to it. And hi Red, how you doing? But anyways, I'm having to do some research on the BMOS because I want to find out how they actually create their lasers. And the BMOS has been within a handful of games, like especially the early Zelda games. And they've changed slightly when it comes to when it comes to the newer games. I mean, the closest thing to the BMOs now are the Guardians and Breath of the Wild, but... You two, calm down. I mean, I will take that, so thank you. But, long story short, I'm just looking for the right things where I can explain a little bit more detail of the BMOs and how they work, and other like other locations and items within the Ocarina of Time era. And I'm willing to go and come back to Wind Waker, but because recently we've been playing a good bit of it, I'm going to probably take a break from Wind Waker after this series, and then I'm really willing to go to... I'm really wanting to go to the new Link's Awakening. I mean, that's actually coming out very soon. So, I'm actually looking forward to that, and I bet a handful of you guys are waiting for that too, so... But now it is time for the boss. And... hello, friend. So yeah, this is actually where we would have found Link's sister. Or we would have found Link's sister, Errol. But because Link's already been here, the Humrock King's just been waiting for someone else, I'm guessing, since Link didn't do his job correctly. Yeah, you just stay there. Run, Blue! Poor Bokoblins. They don't even know how to hold on. You know what? I always think that the water would actually rise slightly faster, and that Bokoblin just got hit by the Humrock King. But it doesn't seem like the water's much of a threat, and once you get here where the pots are, you can pretty much take your time. I understand that we don't need to. But see, he's waiting there patiently. And the water hasn't even rose up from the first layer yet. But this is going to be an interesting battle, since we all know how Blue is with the hammer. She just doesn't know how to use it. Hi, friend. On top of this, he's just going to be like Volvolgia from Ocarina of Time. But we have finally defeated the Humrock King. Because normally we would have had to dodge him, and he would have done a few other things, but I don't know why he didn't. But wait. There's something happening. On top of that, most of what I said was a joke, because the Humrock King, he returns! Not only if I can get Rock's feather. Rock being a giant mythological bird. Like this guy, but this one has a helmet. His full name would have been the Helmet Rock King. Helmet Rock King, come here. Also, I thought I got rid of the lights, so who's operating the lights again? Now we just need to knock his helmet off. It may take, I think, 3 or 4 tries. But I'm going to stick with the magical number, 3. Since that is how it is with most Nintendo games. I wonder. Nope. Let me hit you again! Hi, sir. You're like a big chicken. Hey, look! His mask. Really? You're not gonna fly away. You're just gonna try to peck at me again. You are like a giant chicken, aren't you? He's the Helm Chick King. On top of this, I feel like this would have been the other ruler for the Ritos. Like, perhaps in another timeline. But what does more damage? The Master Sword or the hammer? I'm quite curious. But now we're about to have some fried chicken. And also about to watch a little bit of fireworks. Congratulations! We got some fireworks, and then we got a piece of paper. Also known as a certificate. And too many feathers to count. But let's go ahead and claim our prize. We got the map to the Forbidden Fortress. Which is funny since we've been through the entire fortress already. Well, I say that there are a few rooms that we were not able to go to, since they were more decorative places than places you could actually go to. And I know I've mentioned this in the past for a Wind Waker / Breath of the Wild game, but just imagine going through every room of the Forsaken Fortress, and even looking through Ganon's room. I mean, right here, this is where Ganondorf would have been. And somebody mentioned this within a video, that these are the, like, Sheikah shields. Which, there are technically no Sheikahs within the Wind Waker game. In the adult era. I mean, for the Downfall era, yeah, we have some more Sheikah. But Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, no Sheikah. Also, while I'm here and while I'm kind of curious, what could this symbol mean? I mean, already the bottom part reminds me of the emblems from Breath of the Wild, where when you go to the labyrinth, the, I forget their names. It's been going around because people's been talking about Breath of the Wild 2 and the secret ruins that scattered throughout Breath of the Wild. But the bottom part that you see, that's kind of what it reminds me of those symbols, then some sort of helmet, perhaps? I don't know. But once we enter here, we will face off with Ganondorf once again. Or we will be warped to the bottom of the Forsaken Fortress. How you doing, Red? Good. So that took a slightly bit longer than expected. So you know what? I don't know what I'm really thinking. So to make this go faster, we're just going to use the Battle of the Gales and warp to Dragon Roost. But I'm going to quickly get to the section within the Forsaken Forest, and then we will finish that and I think we will call the episode there. Alright guys, we are back, and within the Forsaken Woods we only have about 4 chests to go. However, one of these chests is going to hold the boss key since we've already collected the compass and the certificate. On top of that, we could still be lucky to get another piece of the Triforce, an upgrade to the Master Sword, or even the Mirror Shield, since the Forsaken Forest has been really helpful lately. And once again, we can always visit with our friend Kevin. So, pretty much when we were here last, we could not tear down these 5 tentacle things. It is now time that we can actually jump down into Woodfall Temple. Since, you know, Woodfall, one of the amazing forest temples within the Zelda game. One of the most memorable temples within the Zelda game. I can kind of understand. But now, are you okay there? Hi, friend. Hi, friends. I'm gonna have to get by you. Oh, you can grow that back. That I did not know. But now, I also know those are Peahats, and these are Morphs. But yes. This is the first time that we were supposed to be introduced to these leech things. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this in the past episodes, but this is technically the Lost Woods. Think about that for a second. Oops. I think I needed that. But thankfully we have the hook shot. So we get a joy pendant. I will accept it. It shows you how much we have been so lucky within the Forsaken Forest. Oh, I'm sorry. Woodfall. Have to call it Woodfall now, because we went from the Forsaken Fortress to Woodfall. That's how it works, right? Not what I was trying to do. Hi, Octorok. How are you? So, there was the first chest that we needed. And now, I don't know why I'm doing this, but that's the wrong item completely. I mean, that's one way to take care of these guys. If you can't beat them, burn them. How do I get into this room? So many things. Also, if you can't beat them, freeze them. I will call you Kurt, Larry, Frank, Douglas, Michael, Sarah, and Diana. I think that's correct. Kevin's somewhere. He's off on his own adventure. Oh, time to do the pacifist way. You guys can swim, right? You know what? Yeah, pacifist way. Use bombs. Oh, are you kidding? Jerry, I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. I mean, I can get you to safety, but can't use the bombs. I always think that this is poison water. Is it poison water to y'all? Hey Kurt, how are you? Yes, Kurt, you can come with us. But be nice. I forgot there was a lot of things up there. Sorry, Kurt. I'll get you next time I fall down there. Because I know I will. None of them jumped at me for whatever reason. Also, as I've noticed, this may be an extra long episode. Why am I using this? Was there something over here? Bombs? A bomb flower? Really? I mean, why not? That's the original way to do it, though. Then we slide down. And we could have got in here a lot sooner. I did not notice that hole in the back. Yes, finally. We now hold the complete Triforce of Power. Courage. Wisdom? We hold the complete piece of Triforce. We now hold the complete Triforce of the Randomizer. Guys, you know what this means? We could go down to Hyrule. However, there leads to be one last problem. We need the Master Sword fully charged, and we need the light arrows. So actually, because we picked up the piece of the Triforce, I'm going to end this episode here, and we're going to be completing the rest of this within the next episode. Also, hi Kevin. Kurt, I'm sorry. I'm going to end this episode off here for now. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, and please do not forget to leave a like or a comment below, and smash that subscribe button to see more Zelda related content. Anyways, this has been the Hyrule Historian. Thanks for watching, and I will see you, we will see you all in the next episode. Later, guys.